Welcome to 2K Sports. We have... So the Clippers win the... tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. George. Second chance shot. Morris finds George. Shot clock at 5. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. Outside for Russell. Towns with the ball. Goes back up. That shot, no good. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Now here's Leonard from deep. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it to George. Morris outside. Nails it from 3.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
It's tipped. Russell with the ball. Back to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Morris outside. Russell against Jackson. Out to Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Morris for 3. Pure from three-point range. Morris has got 6 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Russell. Here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Jackson. Morris outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Minnesota basketball.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Russell. To the middle. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
I love this approach. getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. So it's Minnesota now. 8-point game. Another miss by Minnesota. George outside. And he banks in the layup. George has got 7 points in the game.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Russell, the pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
The kick out to Morris. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Russell, that time on the assist by Edwards.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
George outside. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And another area of strength has been their offensive rebounding, converting a lot of those second chances.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Kicks it out to Jackson, just 4 to shoot. Back to George. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Minnesota. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And he gets the bucket. Towns has got 6.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
George passes to Morris. The 3-pointer off the mark for Minnesota. They've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy's showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Jackson against Russell.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Jackson.
We know he likes to block shots, but Rudy Gobert's impact on contesting shots just as important.
George, good.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Russell up top. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's gotten his second bucket.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's George. Oh, good D by Edwards for Minnesota. They've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And it's all tied up. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. George passes to Morris. Out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
On to the Timberwolves.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 12-4 run.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Gobert finds Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Jackson with it. Russell covering. Out to Leonard. Fires for 3. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Sinks the tray.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Back to George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be
Appreciated, Allie.
The Timberwolves. 27.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Batum pass to Covington. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Minnesota in the lead. Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Here's Anderson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Powell finds Wall. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. To the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Powell passes to Batum. Got a piece of it.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Oh, Covington with a block. And he recovers it. They get it back. Pass to Prince. The three. The shot won't fall. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Powell passes to Covington. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And it's blocked by Wall.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
Reed. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Clippers trail. Powell right side. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
Look at how high Norman Powell gets on these dunks. Love showing off his athleticism.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. And rejected. Powell against Anderson. Here's Batum. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
The quick trigger from Nick. Like how fast he acts on offense.
Pass to McLaughlin. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Prince. Lets it go from the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Powell outside. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Man. Just 5 on the clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Here's Noel. Pass to Anderson. Back to Noel. And here's Anderson from behind the arc. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Powell passes to Wall. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Anderson against Covington. Anderson passes to Reed. Uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 6 here in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Out to Covington from outside the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oh, deflected. Anderson. The shot off that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Really mucking it up on defense. Active. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 6. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. To the middle. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
I like whenever Gobert takes initiative and tries to score, because sometimes it forces the defense to foul him.
Here's Leonard. Jackson outside. Out to Leonard. Up top, Morris. Pass to George. Jackson outside. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That'll be a second foul of the game. Jackson left side. Morris for 3. Knocks down the long J.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles has gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. Morris passes to George. Morris on the wing, covered by Towns. George for 3. That shot off the mark. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outside McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Towns. Pass to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. In transition. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Edwards against George. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's George. Count it, and the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Here's Gobert. Doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Cuts off the pass. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Ooh, Morris with a steal. George outside. And there's a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Pass to Gobert. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th. Second chance effort, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
George against Edwards. The kick out to Morris. Jackson down low, guarded by Russell. 5 to shoot. Jackson can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Edwards. George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Edwards. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. The Clippers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Up top, Edwards. Leonard defending. Here's Gobert. Money!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
George against Edwards. Leonard, left side. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. He's all alone. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
Zubac. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ball to the Clippers.
Here's Towns. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At small forward,
Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now, look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Second chance shot. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Now here's Jackson. Outside for George. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris with the bucket.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat-out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Adams. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris kicks to George. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Morant passes to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Over George. Bain, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Out to Morris. The pass to Leonard. Morris inside. Jackson on him. 6 on the shot clock. Morris passes to Jackson. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Morris against Jackson. Trying to get something going. Over Morris. Good on the short little jump shot.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact. One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Morant. And there's the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Now, here is George. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant finds Adams. Jackson against Morris. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
George looking over the floor. Out to Morris. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant against Jackson. Morant dishes to Adams. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bane. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. Now here's George. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Morant outside. Traps in the tray. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Marcus Morris has been leading the charge for the Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at point guard. Jackson against Bane. And Adams kicks to Brooks. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now George. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside for George. Shoots over Morant. George, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. That one goes. Count it.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Out to Morant. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payne for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Jackson dishes to George. Morris outside. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Jackson against Morant. Stolen by Jackson. Payne looking around. Passes to Brooks. Leonard with the steal. Jackson drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
It's stolen by Morris. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the basket by Jackson.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Stolen by George.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson. And that's 13 points for Marcus Morris. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers? Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
George against Bain. George passes to Zubac. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Brooks outside. Shoots over Leonard. And he can't bank that one in. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. Here's George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
3 seconds left. Can't get the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Pass to Concho. Green with the ball. They get the rebound. Pass to Concho. Williams for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Clippers leading by 16. Going to high school in the LA area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Ball against Jones. Back to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Powell. And yes, it's good. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Jones against Wall.
Walking foul called on John Wall. First personal foul. First team foul.
90 seconds now into the second half. Jones kicks to Williams. To the wing right side. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, Green. No luck. Clippers leading by 16. The pass to Batum. Outside Covington. Back to Batum. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
The kick out to Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his first points of the game.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Wall. This one for 3. The shot that time, not on target. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Passes it to Concho. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Ball to Memphis.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Williams, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. They led by as many as 18 points. Batum with the ball. Now Green defending and stolen by Williams. Covington with the steal. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Covington dishes to Powell. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. It's Powell on the wing. He dishes it to Batum. Some solid defense from Clark. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's stolen by Wall. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Batum. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Jones up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Conchar. Lets the 3 fly. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Wall passes to Batum. Here's Mann. Can they get it? No good there. Batum against Williams. Outside, Green. Here's Clark. It's John Wall with the rebound. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Marcus Morris.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And George kicks to Jackson. Here's Zubats. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant passes to Brooks, and that one is stuffed right through.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Jackson down low, guarded by Morant. Morris kicks to George. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Baseline jumper. And he overshot that one, missing. Grizzlies have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Adams dishes to Brooks. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 9. George passes to Jackson. George against Morant. With the fadeaway. That one wide left.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Bain kicks to Brooks. Morant with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Steps back. Morant against Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Fires the 3. Excellent D there from George.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Morant, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Morris finds Leonard. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Bain with it, guarded now by Jackson. Morant passes to Bain. And here's Morant. 6 to shoot. Pass to Adams. Shoots the 3. And it's Morant missing. Clippers leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Marcus Morris.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
George against Brooks. Leonard on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Morant pushes to Jackson. Back to Morant. They could use a bucket. And the rejection by Leonard.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
At the power forward position, 7 feet tall.
And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Jackson for 3. No good on the shot. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. Gobert finds Edwards. Another shot. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Russell to pass to Towns. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Count it.
Really encouraging to see D'Angelo Russell make these passes. If you're going to be effective as a point guard, you've got to run the pick-and-roll game. Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Now here's Edwards. And it's Towns with the power finish.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Man, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Brooks against McDaniels. And here's Morant outside. Here's Adams on the wing. Bain from downtown. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Shot is good by Edwards. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And the first one at the line is good. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Gobert, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Adams. Back to Payne. 4-3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Here's Edwards, plenty of space. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Jackson can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Inside. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Now here's Russell. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Russell, the pass to Towns. Shot clock at 3. Pulls it from 20. Here's McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Timberwolves have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert finds McDaniels. Pass to Russell. Back to Daniels. Adams grabs the miss.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. Up 5. And if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Here's Morant. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Adams, a pass to Bane. Morant against Edwards. Jackson on the wing. 5 on the clock. Morant against Edwards. And Morant gets it to go.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
But terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Russell against Moran. Here's Bain. Here's Adams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. Memphis trailing here. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Edwards against Bain from deep three-point range. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, that is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. The three from Bain. Drains the triple. Bain's got 6 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Edwards. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Russell against Moran. Here's Adams. Outside for Brooks. Bain against Edwards. Now Jackson. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Gobert with a screen on Moran. Russell to pass to Gobert. Brooks with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's McLaughlin. To the inside. Reed. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's what we call a rock-solid screen, and once he gets space, he knows exactly what to do.
$19 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Jones. To the middle. Here's Williams. Nice D from Anderson. It'll count. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for the Grizzlies, we've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the 4.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA. After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys. That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And Minnesota has possession. 2-point game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
Well, Memphis shooting about 56% in this one. Pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. Three-pointer off the mark. Well, the Timberwolves shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
Outside, Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big-time play.
Here's McLaughlin. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brandon Clark. He hits the second from the line. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside, Green. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he ends up missing both free throws for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Pass to Noel. Down low. Here's Anderson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The first free throw is good. And Anderson drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Jones. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clark. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Anderson. And he knocks down the first one.
Brandon Clark at the line for 2.
So he gets them both. Minnesota in the lead. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. That one doesn't drop. Jones with some nice D. Memphis shooting 55% for the game so far. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Inside. And stolen by Williams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Clark. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. Pass to Reed. A minute 22 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And here is Green. On the wing, Conchar. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Williams. Pass to Clark. Shoots inside. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Clark. To the middle. Stolen by Anderson. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Noel, that's good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Green. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Steps back. Williams passes to Green. Williams misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Back to Reed. And he converts the layup. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside but cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Payne, the pass to Morant. And that one's good.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Moran against Russell. That's good from Towns on the assist by Russell. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns embraces the responsibility of being the primary scorer offensively. And boy, if he's in rhythm, it's a nightmare for the defense.
Fast break, Minnesota. Pushing it up now. Here's Gobert. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Memphis shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Morant with it. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Back to Daniels. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And the dunk by Jackson.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Moran against Russell.
Minnesota foul. Jaden McDaniels. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Whoa!
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Russell against Moran. Russell to pass to Towns. Driving to the basket. Pass to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Memphis.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Russell to pass to Towns. Down low. Here's Gobert. That shot is off. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Morant finds Adams. Now Morant, guarded by Edwards. The shake. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And Morant no good on that one.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
Yes!
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Bain against Edwards. Launches it. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Now Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game. And here's Russell. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now, here's George. And it's Leonard missing. And here's Russell. Into the lane. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
George against Edwards. And George with the stuff.
Slam dunk city, Paul George with the big-time throwdown there. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
George looking over the floor. And George with the stuff.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, you can play over the top. I think you've got a big advantage.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Jackson kicks to George. Passes it to Zubats. Over Gobert. Edwards against George. Here's Zubats. That shot off the mark. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. Towns dishes to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Edwards, that's good.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
George passes to Leonard. Jackson kicks to George. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
1:50 left to play here in the first. Leonard the pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Clock at 4. Out to Morris. It's George on the wing. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. To the inside. Russell passes to Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. Paul George grabs the miss.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 5 now.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Zubats. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Morris. Outside for George. Morris dishes to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Top of the key. And it's off the back rim. No good. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The offensive rebound. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Timberwolves on top, up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Hey guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
George, and it's George finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Towns with it. George picks him up. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And they recover it. Towns finds McDaniel. Here's Gobert. That shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Out to Morris. On the wing, George. Edwards defending. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's George missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Outside, George. Out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. And it's Leonard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by George.
George clearly one of the best two-way players in the game. He never takes a play off defensively.
Jackson finds Morris. Zubats, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Zubats has got his first basket.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a four-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
For three, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 7. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
Russell dishes to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Leonard.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
McDaniels. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Feeds to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 8.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Russell. And the rejection by Zubac. Morris finds Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Torian Prince is out there with Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Batum down low. Man. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Kicks to Anderson. Covington with the steal. Mann passes to Batum. Here's Mann. And it's Wall in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota in the lead. Noel passes to Anderson. Here's Reid. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Inside. Batum dishes to Covington. And the Clippers miss again. Now here's Reid. D right on him. Noel passes to Reid. And it's blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Covington down low, working on Anderson. And Batum kicks to Powell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Yep, that one goes in there. Anderson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Timberwolves.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Wall. Not a lot of room. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
To the right side. Brown. Fast break, Minnesota. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pass to Powell. There's the three. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Both free throws good from Reed. Clippers trail by 10. Wall looking for an opening. On the wing, Batum. Back to Wall. Dishes to Batum. Just 2 to shoot. And then it's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here are the Timberwolves. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Noel. Missed inside. And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And the dunk by Batum.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Noel passes to Prince. Another miss by Minnesota.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Prince, the pass to Reed. Tries again. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 6. Powell kicks to Batum. Takes it out to Covington. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Batum for 3. The rebound by Prince. Minnesota leading by 6. Passes it to Reed. Batum with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And it's in there. Covington's got 5 now.
Boy, Covington has blinding speed, and he makes good use of it in the fast break opportunity.
From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. Don't. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Russell left side. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. The Clippers trail. Jackson finds George. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Morris passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard to take the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
And it's tied up with that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Jackson against Russell. Outside Leonard. Pass to Morris to take the lead. No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way. To the middle. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride. That fella's got some big feet, too.
Timberwolves leading by 4. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Nice move. Zubac, no good. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And Towns gets it to go.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Morris outside. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Leonard on the wing. Will it go? A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Edwards passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
And they've kept the defense on its heels, getting whatever they want offensively.
George, and George with the stuff.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gobert, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Paul George grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Outside, Russell. Going inside. Towns. Wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elemental. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's the feed to Leonard. Plenty of space. And the shot is long.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, he has to connect from there.
A 3 from Morris. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Edwards looking it over. Back to Russell. He kicks it to Towns. Over Morris. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And so Minnesota takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end...
This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Now here's Leonard. Morris on the wing. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Morris finds Jackson. For 3, George. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the inside. Here's Brooks. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Leonard. George outside. Back to Leonard. Kicks it to George. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Moran. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Brooks from outside. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Moran. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Morris.
Come on, this kid is electric. Moran draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good. Jackson outside. Pass to George. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Zubats. Adams covering. And it's Bain with the rebound.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Jackson outside. Now Brooks. Adams inside. Guarded by Morris. The 3 from Bain. He buries it from 3.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Morris passes to Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. George outside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Jumps up, and then Morant with the dunk.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jackson, pass to George. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Jackson, it's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Moran against Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Marcus Morris Sr. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Bain. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Moran. And then Moran with the jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's George. And the jam by George.
And Paul George had great position that time. An easy deuce.
Morant with it. Guarded now by George. Outside Bain. Back to Brooks. There's the 3. Here's Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Now here's George. 1:02 left to play in the first. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Brooks, the pass to Moran. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bain. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
13 foul. At the line for your Grizzlies.
The free throw drops for Bain.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Oh, stolen by Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers trail. Leonard with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
That's great touch from the swingman, as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area, and he can get there anytime he wants.
Morant finds Bain. Gets the 3 to fall.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
Desmond Bain getting it done for the Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your...
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. George passes to Morris. That one is off. And it's Memphis the other way. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his 3rd foul so far.
His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Jackson with it. Back to Bain. It's stolen by Leonard.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands help alter what would have been a sure 2 there. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Puts up a 3. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. A rebound by Jackson. The Clippers shooting only 42%. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Clippers now. 11-point game. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Oh, Adams with the block. Jackson finds Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. 5 to shoot. They shoot again. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Morris right side. And the dunk by Leonard.
Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Jackson on the wing. There's a minute 40 left in the half. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Morris, left side. Jackson outside. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, another thing they're doing right is winning the foul calls. They've right away been focused on doing damage as much as they can when they get in the bonus, get to that free throw line.
George left side, and stolen by Morant. Pass to Bain. Jackson left side. Outside Morant. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. The three is up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. It's George on the wing. Brooks defending. The kick out to Morris. George outside. Leonard outside. Jackson outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. They get the rebound. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play.
The Clippers 12. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Desmond Bain.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
They're almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
So, on the floor for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Man in at the 3 spot.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
Jones, the pass to Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
At the line for 2.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Well, the Clippers shooting 41% in this game. Here's Man. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Brandon Clark.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Jones. He takes it in. That one goes. Count it.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Powell can play with some power. Even at 6'3", 6'4", he's got a good base.
Pass to Conchar. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. He drops it from range. Conchar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The drive by Powell. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Well, Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so if he gets in that gap, he's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Williams against Covington. And Williams punches it home.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. And it's blocked by Clark. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Pass to Clark.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for Memphis, Brandon Clark. 2 shots.
And Clark drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Powell in the post. Pass to Batum. The kick out to Wall. Covington with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Clark. Powell outside. Now Batum. Pass to Wall. Out to Powell.
2 minutes remaining.
There's the drive. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Clark in the post. Outside Jones. Now here's Green. On the wing, Conchar. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Outside Covington for 3. It doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside, Green. Batum against Jones. Powell with a steal. Batum outside. Pass to Wall. Back to Batum. And that one is hammered home.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Now Clark, guarded by Batum. Outside, Green. Now Clark, on the wing, Jones. They get it again. Tries yet again. Pass to Conchar. 6 to shoot. Williams against Covington. Goes up again. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Conchar, soft touch off the glass. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter.
The coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Wall, the pass to Powell. 3-pointer, no good. Outside, Green. Here's Williams. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Memphis.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Here's Bain. Second chance effort on the wing, Bain. On the wing, Bain. Morant finds Brooks. Jackson for three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Inside. Here's Batum. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Batum knowing how to get to the rack.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting about 43% on this one. Kicks it out to Jackson. And he drives in. And the dunk by Jackson.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
George with it. He's picked up by Adams. Jackson. Pass to Morris. Jackson down low, hounded by Morant. Morris finds some space. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Morant with it. Jackson on him. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. The three ball. Rebound by the Clippers.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And George with the jam.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Outside Morant. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The offensive rebound. Jackson on the wing. Bain finds Morant. Knocked away. It's stolen by Leonard. George for three. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Adams. Here's Morant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Zubac with the steal. Leonard against Brooks. Now here's Leonard. He's closely guarded. And no good. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
Hey, if you get yourself to the line and cash in on those opportunities, you paint your opponent into a corner.
Yeah, they were so successful with that all night. Aggressive, fearless, whatever you want to call it, they really pushed the action and got rewarded.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
George passes to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Here's Morris. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. And here's Adams. He's guarded by Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Takes a 3. Can't get it to drop. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes...
At goal, 6'3", number 12, Josh Moran.
Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot, no problem.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Okay, David, thanks.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Russell passes to Gobert. Adams, some nice D.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Edwards kicks to Towns. Driving in. Stolen by Brooks. Morant outside. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Towns.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare shooters.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Russell passes to Gobert, and he converts the layup. Gobert's got his second basket.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
Here's Morant, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Out to Edwards. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Memphis leading. Pass to Brooks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. To the inside. Here's Adams. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
This is where Adams feasts. Get him the ball in his spots, and he does the rest.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Towns. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Ja Morant.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards looking it over. A 3 ball. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Adams with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Edwards. He's got 5, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
And finished off by Morant.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 9-point game. Feeds it to Gobert. Out to Russell. The pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Like at 6. Brooks dishes to Morant. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Here's Edwards. Can't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Kevin. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling. Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he? Edwards can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Morant outside. At the elbow, it's Bain. Pass to Brooks. Bain against Edwards. Powered down with both hands.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Out to Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
The 15-footer, and it's Morant missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
1:49 left in the first half of the game. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And stolen by Russell. To the paint, and Edwards with a clear back to the basket.
How about the D there by Russell, just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose, then kicks it off the fast break.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Brooks feeling it out of there. Morant kicks to Jackson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I just love the way Jaren finishes inside with either hand. The defense can't really take everything away.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Morant passes to Adams, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Outside Jackson. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Edwards passes to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Bain with it. Picked up by Edwards. And it goes down 2 points. And that's 12 points for John Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I'll tell you what, John Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
John Morant. So he gets them both. 5 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so that brings the first point.
Your Grizzlies, 35. The Timberwolves, 28. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Unlucky.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Knocked away. Stolen by Anderson. Prince, the pass to Reed, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Jones dishes to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Reed gets the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Jones kicks to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Anderson passes to Reed. Williams against Anderson. Here's Conchar. His three-pointer's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 5. Well, Craig, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
It's Williams, high post. Working on Anderson. And finished off by Williams.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Noel. Jones drives in. Prince against Green. Conchar, the pass to Jones. 6 to shoot. Williams in the post, defended by Anderson. Jones from outside. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves trail by 3. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. They get it back. Here's Reed. Rips it home after the terrific move.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Here they come, fans. Your Grizzlies winners. Make some noise.
1:24 left to play in the third. Outside, Jones. Williams kicks to Green. Five on the clock. Jones looking for an opening. And another miss by Memphis.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Back to Reed. Ripped away. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
The line for your Grizzlies, Zaire Williams. Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Reed, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Here's Clark. Reed with the block. And they get it back. Back to Jones. Goes back up. Pass to Conchar. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota. Anderson right side. Jones from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
The feed to Adams. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And here's Russell. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Jackson has the open look. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Look at Desmond. Exclamation point on the fast break.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
That shot misses. Adams, some nice D. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And finished off by Morant.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. They are really piling up the steals in this one.
Here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Morant in the corner. And Morant throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them, hey guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Towns, the pass to Russell. Towns down low. Jackson on him. Towns finds Edwards. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And he goes right over D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltending. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
Morant against Russell. Right side Jackson. It's rebounded by Towns.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Here's Payne. Takes it off the glass. Payne's got 4 this quarter.
Desmond Bane is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Cans the 3.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Now the dish to Adams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Russell dishes to Gobert. Adams, a nice D. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They trail by 2. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
Out to Brooks. Launches it. Can't get the 3 to fall. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin,
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith,